remember when the tech moguls all went to the White House and they went onto their knees and suckled onto old Donald Trump's chocolate starfish while handling over a cheque, if you know what I mean. Yes, they gave Donald Trump millions, they did, towards his inauguration. Yeah, a millionaire, a couple of million there. Pledge this, pledge that. Yes, Donald. Yes, Donald Almighty, the Messiah. No, he's just a naughty little boy. Well, they kind of shot themselves in the foot, haven't they? They really have. There's the tariffs. That was obviously crippling many industries, such as, well, Amazon, for instance, suffering because of the tariffs. But not just Amazon, there's other companies as well, such as Meta, yeah. You know, Mark Zuckerberg, who also had a little bit of a suckle, like he did, on Donald Trump's chocolate starfish. He had a little suckle and now he's complaining because there's reduced ad spend from China. Yes, China's spending less money now because of Donald Trump's tariffs and this trade embargo that was instigated by Donald Trump. Yeah, it's a trade war. So why would they spend more money when they're not sending the stuff to the United States anyway? And then you got Xi'an and Temu and all that. They too are not advertising as much on these platforms. They've reduced their ad spend, yeah. Meta says China retailers are reducing their digital spend, that they are. Well, that's what happens when you do stupid feckin' stuff like vote for Donald Trump, President Dum-Dum, that he is. So Chinese online retailers have cut back their spending on Facebook and Instagram ads in reaction to President Donald Trump's tough trade policy with the country. Now, Meta's finance chief, Susan Li, said on Wednesday that Asia-based e-commerce exporters have reduced their spending with a social media company. Of course they are, because they're just selling less. The ports in the US are literally empty. No one's importing anything from China anymore. Pretty much. A little bit, but not a lot. A portion of the spend has been redirected to other markets, you see. That's what's basically happening with these Chinese companies. They're looking to other markets. Maybe they'll spend more, pay more on advertising to sell within the European Union. Maybe they'll be elsewhere, maybe Australia and places like that. Of course, they've got to do what they need to do to make sure they can keep on selling and sell more to those places instead of the United States. You see, once your markets are lost, it's really hard to get them back. How are you going to recover from this mess? Now, all these little businesses, what have you, they'll be the ones who suffer in the United States, as well as some of the big industries as well. You know, but the little businesses aren't going to survive. They'll just collapse. You know, people who import stuff from China and just sells it on. People who, maybe they designed a product on Dragon's Den, you know, and they've had it prototyped in China and had it sent, and now it's sent directly from China, or maybe a bit of stock. Hey, you know, it's not happening now. Nope. Because of Donald Trump and his feckin' tariffs. Screwing up the US economy, down minus 0.3%. Minus. Let's go backwards. It's madness. Anyway, do you think it's madness? Because I fucking do. It's not a way to run any country's economy. Please leave in the comments down below. Toodaloo. Oh, bugger. I forgot to press my button. That's what she said. Anyway, beat that like button, will you?